itself.
All right.
Let us say something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to build a road,
Yeah.
you need a civil engineer, isn't it?
Yes.
If you want to build a business, a successful business, you need someone to take care of the funds, the business fund.
All right. Yeah.
So that's where chartered accountants are coming in.
All right. Yeah.
So they do a lot of things. Let's because I know you're doing engineering yourself.
Yeah.
I know in engineering there are a lot of what do you call them? Variants. You can pursue civil engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering. It is the same thing in finance as well. So in finance, if you are a chartered accountant, you can specialize. The same way you guys, engineers, specialize, you can say, I want to become a chemical engineer, civil engineer, mechanical engineer. It is the same thing with finance. If you are a chartered accountant, there is a special area you may have specialized in. You can specialize in tax.
Okay.
And every business, let's talk about from a compliance side. Every business has to comply with tax issues. So you need an accountant to take you through that, to take care of that side of the business. And you can also be in advisory, advising businesses or advising companies. A chartered accountant can take you through that. You may need financial reporter, someone who does financial reporting, who does the books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who keeps the books of accounts in your business. You need that. So everything, because a business, money is involved. Wherever there is business, money is involved. So wherever money is involved, we need to see a chartered accountant there in order to ensure that everything is done to book and everything. So, mu industry, mu finance, they refer to me as the Chipere.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. But my full name is Tanyaradzwa Chipere.
Okay.
So I'm a member of AFC since 2000, not 2000 as such, since 1988 when I was grade 5. And I was very, very young by then. Up until now, I'm still a member of AFC. So from career-wise, by profession, I'm a chartered accountant. I do books for companies, and I'm also involved in lecturing. So I do quite a number of things.
Okay. I see. Yeah. I see. I see virenyu rakarebesa. Ndo mazivi aya ekuti unoenda kuseri uchirungoerenga. Kwete edu aya ekuti unongoti 1 page unenge watotaura zvese nemareference pa1 page. Sorry, before we get into, I think the main part, tichanyatsotaura hedu zve-chartered accounting. But before we go into that, you said muri grade 5 ndo pamaka tanga kuva a member of AFC. Was that ku Marondera kwamuri, or you were somewhere else?
No, it wasn't in Marondera. Actually, I grew up in Uzumba, in Murewa.
All right, okay.
So,
kwamurewa ka aiye kuti kwamurewa. So there is this AFC yekwa Dowera, and then there is also a very vibrant group. I mean AFC inonzi yekwa. Can you help me? The other AFC. I mean,
Dawanda ka, you know.
Dawanda. But Murewa, it's like home to so many groups of those, and SR is very vibrant. So
exactly. So I wanted to say, ndaka kurira ku Zumba.
Yes,
so a greater part of my life, let me just say the whole of my primary and secondary, I did ku UMP.
All right.
Exactly. So when I was grade 5, like I said, we just started going to church, encouraged by those who were older than us. And since then until now, we thank God kuti takazongoramba tiri muchikoro nenyasha dzaMwari.
All right, I see. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Ndangobafarira hangu kuti you started very early, and like, I had sort of a similar experience. Was in India, ndakangokura chinja machechi, but my mother waifarira chechi dzemweya. So kudhara AFM yaisiita zvekunamata zvekuprofita zvechichichi zvakazochinja hazvo lately, but saka takabva kuFM something like that. So I have sort of a similar experience kuti ndakaattend pandakaita 10 to high school. So let's now get into nyaya ye-chartered accounting. In your case zvakatangira papi, if you can take us through the journey yenyu yekusvika pakuzowa a-qualified chartered accountant.
Thank you so much for that. Probably what I'm going to say here will have a positive impact on somebody out there.
Okay.
So the way I started, it's actually surprising when I tell people how I started the journey. I was Form 2.
Okay.
And that was in 1992. So what happened is that I went through a trunk, those trunk where we keep our books. So that trunk belonged to my brother. So I just went through his trunk, and there were old books there, some of them without even the hardcovers. So I saw this book in his trunk. This book didn't even have the first chapter. Didn't even have the first chapter. It was starting from chapter 2. So I went through the book. I picked it from the trunk, and then I went through it. The second chapter there, because there wasn't the first chapter. The second chapter there was bookkeeping. Then I just went through, browsing through the chapter, bookkeeping, and all the issues that were being discussed there in that chapter 2. It captured my interest. In rural areas, there is less guidance. We used to have, I think the teachers and nurses were the only people there who could actually guide us. But what happened is that I went through the book, but I didn't know what is it all about. So I took the book to school. Then I asked my teacher, what is this book all about? Which course is this? Which subject is this? Because I like this one. I was Form 2. Then the teacher explained to me, this is accounts. This book is for accounts. And then I told the teacher, I want to do this subject.
Okay.
But then the teacher told me, how are you going to do this subject? Because we don't offer this one at school. And for sure, there wasn't accounts at the school. In rural areas around 1992, you couldn't expect those schools to have accounting subjects. So I told the teacher, I'm going to do this subject on my own. And then he said, okay, if you want to do it on your own, but there is no one who is going to help you here. And I said, I'm determined because this subject is so interesting. So that's when I started to do accounting, and I did Form 2 accounting on my own, O-level accounting on my own, and I passed Form 2. It was ZJC by then. I passed the accounts Form 2 doing it on my own, and then I went to O-level. I did again on my own, and I passed. Then from there, I went to A-level. That's when I started, life started to change because, like I said before, my whole primary and secondary was in rural area. Then my Form 6, that's when I moved from the rural area to the city. So you can imagine. So I went to A-level, and after that I went to university to do BCom accounting. After BCom accounting, I became a lecturer.
Was in UZ?
No, it was in South Africa, University of Fort Hare. That's where I did my first degree there. So I did my BCom accounting at the University of Fort Hare. And after that, I went to the University of Johannesburg. But by then it wasn't University of Johannesburg. It was called Rand Afrikaans University. It was changed to University of Johannesburg recently, but by then, when I went there, it was Rand Afrikaans University. So I did my BCom there. Wow. First degree was at University of Fort Hare. Then I went to further my studies at Rand Afrikaans University, now University of Johannesburg. And then after that, I did ACCA, which in Zimbabwe I think is popularly known as ACCA, but it's ACCA. So I qualified through ACCA. You know, with if you want to become a chartered accountant, you have to belong to a certain board. Wow. You can't be a chartered accountant without belonging to a board. So my board is ACCA. In South Africa, ACCA is also there, but the local board is SESA. So the point I'm trying to make here, you have to belong to a board for you to become a chartered accountant. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So that's how everything started. It started from the trunk and the old book of my brother.
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then from there you were set to, and that's when you chose, but you know, I want to focus on really related to accounts, really related to numbers. And for most people, that's not really the field in one. If you want to scale and talk about numbers, talk about maths, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of people, they are scared of numbers. I mean, what we used to call it maths phobia.
Indeed, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So, and everyone, and also the entry requirement to start to be registered or to be admitted to my body, like to ACCA, you need to have a degree. Not degree. At what level can you start? Can you register? Like, what are the requirements? If you may, please guide us on that one. Yes.
Yeah, I will take you through that. So, for you to start with the ACCA, I mean, the abbreviation stands for Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. Okay. So ACCA is a global accountants board. Now, for you to start with ACCA, if you want to be a member of ACCA, if you finish your O-level, you can start.
Okay.
If you finish your A-level, you can start. If you finish your degree, you can start. Now, let's start with O-levels. So if you have your O-level, if you have passed your O-level, including mathematics and English, then you can enroll with the ACCA. But then you have to start at the foundation level. That is when you have O-level, you have to start at the foundation level. Now, it is the same thing when you have A-level. You can also start at the foundation level, but you will start a little bit higher than someone with only O-level.
Yes.
So if you have at least 2 A-levels, you can start ACCA, but you also need to have English and mathematics at O-level.
Okay. All right.
Exactly. If you have a diploma in accounting or any related finance diploma, you can also start ACCA. If you have a degree, preferably a finance degree, BCom accounting, any finance related degree, you can also start. But what happens is that depending on your previous education, you can start somewhere. So like I said, if you have O-level, you can start at the foundation level. If you have a degree, you can start at a certain level, because ACCA have different levels. So if you have a degree, ACCA will require to evaluate your degree. Then they can tell you, with your degree, we can exempt you so many subjects. So you will be exempted some of the modules. So which therefore means that you will start from somewhere. So to just sum up, O-levels, A-levels, diplomas, degrees, you can come to ACCA.
Okay. While we are there, Imimi, your route was after you had acquired your degree, right? But
Yes.
what would you recommend someone? What would you say is the best route
All right.
one can take? Ane O level right now.
The best route. I think there is no straightforward question, but I will just explain what I recommend.
All right.
The best depends on your situation.
All right.
Okay. So if you want to become a chartered accountant faster, then you have, as soon as you finish O-level, you can come to ACCA. That route is the fastest one to become a chartered accountant.
Okay.
Because after O-level, if you go to A-level, and then after A-level, you go to university, you are going to spend two years doing A-level. You are also going to spend 4 years doing university degree.
Yeah.
But still, listen to this. After your degree, for you to become a chartered accountant, you have to come back to ACCA or any other board. But I'm referring to ACCA because I am an ACCA member.
Okay.
So the point is, after O-level, you go to A-level, you go to university. So that's 4 plus 2. 2 years at A-level and 4 years at university. You have 6 years. So that route, you eventually become a chartered accountant, but it's long.
It's long, yes. Okay.
It's long.
All right.
But after O-level, you have your mathematics, you have your English, you come straight to ACCA. You are going to spend far much less time to become a qualified chartered accountant than someone who went to A-level and then university. You understand? So what I recommend is that, as soon as you finish your O-level or A-level, come to ACCA. But there are some people, because some of our students, they are asking us, but I need to have a degree. You know, a lot of people, they put value on the degree. They need a degree. But I can tell you, I've been advising a lot of people that even if you come to ACCA after your A-level or after your O-level, you're still going to have the degree, because ACCA, the good news with ACCA, it has some agreements with a number of universities. Okay, so after completing ACCA, you can get a degree from one of the universities with agreement with ACCA. You get the point. So you need a degree. You eventually have it. And the good news in UK, because ACCA is headquartered in UK, the home office is in UK. So in UK, ACCA is rated at a master's level. So after completing your ACCA, you can straight go to do masters within the University of London and a whole lot of other universities in Europe.
I see.
And in Poland again, I've been researching some of these universities that do offer masters when you have ACCA. There are a number of universities in Poland. You can start at masters after completing your ACCA, because that side in Europe, ACCA is rated at master's level. So for those people who say, I want to go to university and get a degree, this is my advice. After A-level, after O-level, comes to ACCA, you eventually have that degree together with the qualification.
And you do so in shorter time than going the longer road.
Exactly, because if you go to university, complete 4 years there or 5 years doing your BCom, you are not a chartered accountant. Even if you have spent 4 years doing accounting, you are not yet a chartered accountant. You have to come to ACCA or another board, like I explained before. You have to belong to a board for you to become a qualified chartered accountant. You have to belong to a board. You can't just be a chartered accountant from nowhere. You have to be part of a board. So the shortest way, the shortest route, if people out there are interested in becoming chartered accountants in a very short time, after O-level, or even A level, come straight to ACCA, then we can help you.
All right, I see. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for that. But of course, the other thing, something that we hide is that it's hard work. People have to know that not all roses. People you have to put in the work. And while you are going to address that, can you also take us through what chartered accountants really do, or their importance, or why they are such a special group of people? I saw in our church they now have the new constitution. They now have a requirement that the church treasurer should be a chartered accountant. So when I saw it and then I got to you, I was like, at least we have someone who can actually tell us the importance of having a chartered accountant. So please take us through a day in a chartered accountant's life, the downsides, the upsides, something to look out for, because at the end, we always think about money. We know that it pays well, but let's talk about the other things, the experience itself. Let us say something like that.
If you want to build a road, you need a civil engineer, isn't it?
Yes.
If you want to build a business, a successful business, you need someone to take care of the funds, the business fund.
All right.
So that's where chartered accountants are coming in.
All right.
So they do a lot of things. Let's because I know you're doing engineering yourself. I know in engineering there are a lot of what do you call them? Variants. You can pursue civil engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering. It is the same thing in finance as well. So in finance, if you are a chartered accountant, you can specialize. The same way you guys, engineers, specialize, you can say, I want to become a chemical engineer, civil engineer, mechanical engineer. It is the same thing with finance. If you are a chartered accountant, there is a special area you may have specialized in. You can specialize in tax.
Okay.
And every business, let's talk about from a compliance side. Every business has to comply with tax issues. So you need an accountant to take you through that, to take care of that side of the business. And you can also be in advisory, advising businesses or advising companies. A chartered accountant can take you through that. You may need financial reporter, someone who does financial reporting, who does the books. Who keeps the books of accounts in your business. You need that. So everything, because a business, money is involved. Wherever there is business, money is involved. So wherever money is involved, we need to see a chartered accountant there in order to ensure that everything is done to book and everything is done accordingly. So that's where chartered accountants come in. Now, you have touched the issue of the church. I'm sure you know that for quite a number of years, we didn't have that. But I think our leadership thought that if we have someone qualified, then probably the projects that we are running as a church will be successful. But I think if you have an honest chartered accountant, let me add the word honest there. Because
you guys, you know the numbers so well, to the extent that someone can abuse that to manipulate my figures or manipulate
exactly. If you are not honest, we refer those people to as unscrupulous accountants. If you have those people, I'm sure you guys have heard about this term, cooking the figures, cooking the books.
Yes, indeed.
So if you have an accountant, you can have an accountant, but if that accountant is not honest, then he or she can cook the figures. And at the end, if it is the business eventually will collapse. And if it is about church projects, you will see those projects are not seeing their destination. They are not coming to fruition. Yeah, but I think to have a chartered accountant in the church is quite helpful. He or she can advise on issues to do with finance.
Indeed. And for a big organization like ours, the funds dzamuri kuunganidza dzine mvuri, like they are big figures, and then if it's a big company, you talked about issues to do with compliance, because you are going to be paying my taxes, you are going to do all that. I think that's where it really becomes important.
Yeah, it is important, really.
Okay. The other thing that I wanted us to talk about is SESA. Can you please talk to us, Kuti, what is it about and the work that you do with through SESA?
All right. So SESA means Sunday Emma School of Accounting. So we do quite a number of things. So SESA is just a trading name, but our company is Sunday Emma Advisory and Coaching. That is the name of the company. So we operate under that company, but SESA is just the trading name. You know, you can have a trading name separate from the actual registered company.
Indeed.
So we do quite a number of things. Exactly. We do quite a number of things. So one of the major things that we do is we train chartered accountants from the perspective of exams. If you want to become a chartered accountant, let me take you through that. There are stages. So you have to complete the required exam numbers. In ACCA, if you have a degree, there are a total of 13 modules that you need to complete. Okay, so there is exam, there is practical experience. We call that articles. I'm sure you have heard about that.
Yeah, I've heard so many times.
There is also a module to do with ethics. As I pointed out before, we need honest accountants. So there is a separate module that teaches accountants to be on issues to do with ethics. Okay. So for you to become a qualified chartered accountant, you need the exams. You need to complete the exams. You need to do the experience, which is 3 years articles. Now, we help on the part of the exams. That's where our contribution is to those who want to become chartered accountants. So we help with the exams, ACCA exams, and we also do SEMA exams if someone wants to take SEMA route. Like I said before, there are a lot of these accountants board. SEMA is one of them. ACCA is exactly. SEMA is one of them. So we also do exams for SEMA. We do exam coaching. We provide tuition. So that's one of the things we do. We provide tuition to those who want to become chartered accountants. So we help you with the exams. We provide tuition. We provide exam coaching. Another thing that we do is we provide training in Excel. Let me just say digital training, because for you to become a chartered accountant, you need to know, you should be computer literate. I mean, you need to know how to use Excel, how to use Word and all that. Very, very important for a chartered accountant. And on top of that, our exams, ACCA exams, they are now computer-based. They are not paper-based anymore. They are computer-based. You are going to answer the exam using the computer. So you need to know how to use the computer. So we train students on that as well.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and we also do business advisory. If you need advisory in terms of establishing a business or running a business, we also provide that.
All right.
Yeah, so those are the things that we do at SESA.
And it's you are found in CBD, Hare CBD, right? Hare. For those who might want to locate you.
All right. So our company is registered in Zimbabwe. It's also registered in South Africa. Okay. So let me just say, the model with which we operate is online. So
Online, yes.
our tuition exam coaching is online. So we reach everybody, whether you are in South Africa, you are in Zambia, you are in UK. In fact, we have a lot of students who are in Europe. Some students are in America. So we're reaching everybody. We thought online can reach a lot of people than physical. So we have a physical office, of course, in Marondera, but the physical office is not important because we are online. So we can reach you from wherever you are.
Nowadays with the online with the new technologies now, it's now easy to do business online. They can
exactly
reach. We also share your details and everything so that people can reach out to you easily.
All right, let me see if I'm able to share my screen here then, but I'll give you the details.
Not a problem. I can send afterwards, and then I can.
All right.
All
right, I'll do that. So do you need the contact details now or later?
No, I can have them later. Your flyers and everything you can send through by WhatsApp.
All right, that's fine. I'll share that with you.
Great. That's great, Mkoma. This is great news, and I'm sure people are being inspired because we really didn't have someone, an insider anogonyatsotiudza what really happens, but tinongonzwa mastreets omunzi arikuita maarticles ari kudai. We didn't really know what that's all about. So thanks so much for giving us an insight panyaya dzekuti how can one become a chartered accountant. If you have something else that you want to say on being a chartered accountant as we are about to close, kana paine another point that you wanted to raise chandogona kunge ndaita overlook?
Not really. I think we have covered everything, but I just wanted to say to our youth out there, if you want to succeed, you have to work hard. Like becoming a chartered accountant is not a joke. You have to work very hard. The course is not easy, it's tough, but you have to work hard. The exams are so tough, but we do help with the exams. We provide tuition and coaching. So with the help from us, we can take you through everything. And if there are, I know there are our youth who have passed O level or who are still doing A level, O level, A level. If you want this short way to becoming a chartered accountant, you can contact us. Then we can provide you with full career guidance on how everything is done. But it is my view that straight from O level or A level, like I explained before, you can come straight to ACCA. It's the quickest route to becoming a chartered accountant. So to our youth, I think it's important that I mention it, especially kuwanaskana, but both ne vakomana kuti vaskana, mayouth edu AFC waskana zikamai. You need to focus. You need to have direction. You need to have a vision. Without a vision, without a focus, and without discipline, you won't succeed in life. So these are the qualities that are required for you to succeed. You have a focus. Okay. Sometimes, Sachirinda, I get angry at our youth hearing that someone who is Form 2, someone who is Form 3, someone who is Form 4, komana. Say, you need to focus on your school.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly. You need to be disciplined.
Yes, indeed. Because if you are really going to go far, otherwise you won't go anywhere.
You won't go anywhere. Imagine at Form 2, at Form 3, muskana mkomana unomdi. Focus at your school.
It's just a huge distraction.
And exactly. And kunewa komana weduma youth, I just want to add this. It's very important. And I kuchikoro. Pedzaima Form 4. Kanamada kuita, like we were advising, if you want to come to ACCA, we have quite a number of people who completed O level kuita ma-ACCA exams. If you want to come to ACCA, come to ACCA, be focused, be disciplined, have a vision, have a direction. Kana dziri nyaya dzevasikana dzandachitaura dziya kunomudi at form 2, form 3, form 4. When you are done with your school, when you are done with your course, waakushanda vasikana vanouya vakawandisa. You understand? So don't lose focus, don't get all this distraction. That's the advice that I want to give to our youth. Be focused, have a discipline, have a direction. Without those, Sachirinda, I can promise you, ndosaka mainzwa vakuru vedu pachishona isusu when we grew up, waiti izigonyera pamwe maruwa enyika haite sei hapere. Saka vana vedu veAFC vechidiki vanofana kuva nediscipline, vanofana kuva focused, vanofana kuva nevision nedirection, ndokuti wasucceed in life.
All right. Thank you so much, Father Nema shoko anohwaka, and I hope kuti mayouth edu achaita take it and improve, and especially waone necareer, especially kuasikana usati waroorwa, you have something that you have achieved career wise also roorwa hako. I think that will help. So Thank you so much everyone for watching the episode, and thank you so much Mr. Chipere for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you too, Sachirinda. Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot. Be blessed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.